Hi, John. Thanks again for having me over. I'm excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold. You mind if I take a quick look at your home? Awesome. Thank you. I have to tell you, John, I love your house and I'm surprised it didn't sell. But I wrote down 3 really important questions for you. You absolutely have to sell your home. You do. All right. Will you price your home to sell? Or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time? You want to price to sell? You've been there, done that? Gotcha. Do you want me to handle the sale for you? So far, so good, but you're not sure? Okay. John, at the end of the presentation tonight, one of 3 things will happen. You'll have the opportunity to list your home with me, or you'll decide not to list your home with me, or I'll decide not to take your listing, and anyone is fine. Let's quickly take a moment and review the questions I asked you over the phone. You said you're moving to Germany, right? And you said you were moving because you wanted to retire and be with family, right? You said you already had to be there. And you'd like to price your home at $750, right? You said you owe around $500, is that right? Now, you weren't planning on selling it yourself, were you? No, okay. And you want to take the cash out. You don't want to finance a potential buyer, right? Okay, perfect. Now, there are only 2 issues we have to look at tonight. Number 1, your motivation to sell this home. And number 2, the price we set on your home. I prepared what we call a comparative market analysis. There are 2 parts to this research. In part 1, we call Fantasyland, what homeowners list homes for. And part 2, we call Reality, what real estate agents list and sell homes for. We're going to decide tonight where you're going to spend your time. The purpose of the comparative market analysis is to determine the value of your home in the eyes of a buyer. You know how buyers determine value? Well, John, buyers determine value by comparison shopping. They look at the price of your home based on its features and benefits and compare it with the features and benefits of similar homes that have sold recently or are currently on the market. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right, for example, if you're going to purchase a new car, one dealership had a car for, let's say, $20,000, and another dealership had the same car for $20,000, but it had GPS and leather and rims. Which car would be more valuable? Exactly, the one with more stuff. What if the first dealership put the car with no GPS, no leather, no rims, no nothing, base model on sale for $5,000? Which would be the better value then? The cheaper car, why? Exactly. Because you save all that money and you can do whatever you want with the remainder. You can either put it into the car or you can keep it for yourself. Exactly. So you can see that if you want to increase value, you either have to lower the price or have more features and benefits for the same price. Does that make sense? Good. So unless you're planning to add more features and benefits to your home, are you? No? All right, well then price is the only issue. Can I show you what I mean? And what price are they asking? And look how long it's been on the market. And you already want to be in Germany, right? All right, well, what price do you feel we should use to create value in the eyes of the buyer and get someone to decide to buy your home versus the competition? $725. All right. Well, now that you've seen these prices, I'm going to recommend a price of $709. Now, will you, John, list your home with me for that price tonight? All right, John, well, what price do you absolutely have to have? $710? Ouch. All right, well, based on that, there are a couple of real important questions I need to ask you. Specifically, Why do you feel your home is worth $40,000 more than your neighbor's? You have a newer kitchen? Okay. When did you put the kitchen in? About 6 years ago? Okay. Well, John, in today's marketplace, that means you've simply brought your home up to selling standard, right? All homes need a kitchen, right? Let me ask you a question. If a buyer wants to buy your home, but they plan to get rid of the kitchen, the moment they buy your home, how much is the kitchen worth then? Exactly. Did you add that kitchen to your home for the next buyer or for your own enjoyment? So if you were purchasing a home and two similar homes were for sale, one for $710 and one for $750, which would you buy? And wouldn't you want to use the extra $40,000 to do what you wanted to the home? And don't you think that buyers would feel exactly the same way? Of course they would. That's why I'm going to recommend a price of $709 based on what we know. Do you want to list your home for that price tonight? All right, perfect. All we need to do now is simply sign the contract so I can help you get what you want, get you over to Germany, get your family over to Germany as soon as humanly possible, because I know at this point you're kind of chomping at the bit to get over there. It's frustrating to go through what you went through, but I'm not going to let that happen again. Won't that be great? Awesome, John. Looking forward to working with you. Good night.